Hello to my wonderful followers and supporters of my pretty randomly uploaded content. I realize it's been a hot minute since I've uploaded anything, but here I am in self-isolation, feeling very motivated and quite on top of things, as it were. My energy level is up, and I'm ready to dive into this and talk about something that's kind of been on my mind for a little while, and that is autism activists or autism content creators that I have issues with. I'm not going to name anybody specifically. I'm more going to be going off of what kind of things that they do that I find to be incredibly unsettling. So let's dive into it. Number 1, utilizing your previous fan base that you got from creating religious content and using those people to promote your autism content. I feel, personally speaking, that religion and autism should be two separate things. I am an atheist myself. I'm ethnically a certain religion or an ethnic background because it can be both. I'm sure you can figure it out, maybe. So I just feel as though when we're talking about autistic rights, we are talking about human rights. And a lot of human rights are going to be not really going to mix with religion, basically. We're not going to really be able to mix things like what the Bible may say about homosexuality with people who are LGBTQ2+, who might be autistic as well. I feel as though human rights are for everybody. And as a non-binary person myself, I am a they, them, not a she, her. I fight incredibly strongly for these kind of rights. I feel as though religion is really not a place to try to get rights for autistic people, especially if you're going to use a religious textbook as the guide for your life, because those things were written so long ago before autism was even a thing. So it's kind of like taking outdated material and trying to use that for things that are more in the now. I don't live my life by any specific rules other than being kind to people and believing, again, that human rights are very important. So to me, I just kind of can't really connect with people who have a very religious background. Number 2, utilizing your YouTube platform to make money, and that is your number 1 thing. There are a few, and one very prominent, content creators that specifically utilize the algorithms to make money and have figured out ways to have clickbait titles to gain more followers and to gain more traction. And I don't make a cent really off any of my YouTube stuff, and I don't expect to. I don't even, honestly, I don't really even want to. I don't really even care. Because I just want to be able to provide an alternative voice that really can shine a different point of view. Because my point of view seems to be pretty unique in this space. Really, there's not a lot of people out there like me, and I'm fine with that. Don't be like me. It's fine. So there's that. And I just, honestly, I know when somebody's in it for the money, it's pretty evident. So that's another one. Number 3 would be a big issue I have, this probably would be my most pressing issue, is having content creators that do not cite sources. So if you're talking about something, like for instance, girls who are autistic or girls with autism, I don't like with, don't even get me started, but you have girls with autism videos and nothing has been cited other than somebody's personal experience. And a lot of parents go to these videos as resources, and I think resources are a lot more trustworthy when they have some kind of science or some kind of study behind it. I think that's really important to take into account when you are seeking out information from people. And that is just, wildly important. I think that consistency is really important when you're creating content, and there are so many autistic content creators out there that are really doing a very great job, but then we have a few that are a little bit rogue, and they do not choose to engage with the community that they are representing. So we have people that would rather engage with parents of autistic children who are looking for advice than the actual autistic community, who might be a good sounding board to kind of bounce ideas off of. I think that's a really important thing to understand and to kind of take into account, because again, there's so many of us, we're all so different, so utilize us. We are here, we have a voice, and some of us are unable to get their message across, so we have to be respectful of those who we are representing. And right now I'm saying I'm representing myself. I don't expect people to agree with me. I don't expect anybody to really, take this as, what Margot is saying is truthful and is fact. No, this is what I think, and this is the problems that I've seen. Another issue, I think 3 or 4, I've lost count. But another issue is when you have content creators that are promoting imagery that is known to be harmful and to be triggering. So I made the video about why I'm not okay with the puzzle piece in a response to somebody else's video, why they're okay with the puzzle piece. I am trying to make sure that anybody who is autistic and is triggered by the puzzle piece understands that if there's one person out there who has a following and is promoting it and is okay with it, that they don't represent everybody else. And it's really upsetting because I see the image, I feel like I shouldn't exist. I'll link my other video below so that you can see that one. Maybe make a video about how neurodiversity is so important and how that symbol really helps to represent us. It's a rainbow infinity symbol. It's beautiful. As an artist myself and somebody that loves color, it is something I'm very proud to be represented by. However, there are people out there that feel the need to push an image that makes me feel like I'm less than or worse off than other people because there's something missing. And anything that's associated with Autism Speaks is a very, very hard pass. So if you're going to take anything from this video, content creators that cite sources, very important. Content creators that talk to the actual autistic community and source information from other autistic people, also very important. Not perpetuating hateful imagery, again, really important. Not involving religion with autism activism, that's something I believe very strongly should not be involved with each other. I have plenty of autistic friends, and I will just name a few creators that I really like. I like Nathan McConnell. I like the Autistic Avenger. I like Neuro Wonderful. I like Neuro Rebel. I like Eve of Badass Activists, and there are so many more. But these are my friends. These are my colleagues. These are people that I consider to be incredibly strong and incredibly important in this space. And there's a few I didn't list, some I forgot, and some I intentionally did not list. So hopefully you've learned something from this video today. If there's something you think I missed or something like that, feel free to drop that in the comment below. I'd really like to steer far away from anybody getting into an argument with me because I simply do not have the spoons to handle that. However, this has been incredibly cathartic for me, and I'm so happy that you took the time to watch. Thank you.